Nate Burleson, really talented national analyst from Good Morning Football on NFL Network, had this to say about the Browns' pass rushing duo of Myles Garrett and Jadeveon Clowney.
We don't truly appreciate what Myles Garrett did last year, along with Olivier Vernon, who tore his Achilles towards the end of the season. But they add in Jadeveon Clowney. Now you got two guys who were #1 overall with high promise. Myles Garrett, I think he's fulfilled expectations a little bit more than Jadeveon. Jadeveon, at times, would have good seasons, but the numbers didn't back it up. I'm not saying that he doesn't make an impact on every play, but Myles Garrett is absolute Destructicon, and he'll pad the stat sheet. So for me, having these guys together, and maybe Jadeveon Clowney being motivated by young Myles Garrett, this can up his game. Guys that can easily get in double-digit sacks. I see these guys 22, maybe 25 sacks this year if they're both healthy, because they have a dominant defense and linebackers and DBs that can also help with the quarterback holding the ball, which every D lineman loves that.
And Mac, that's a former wide receiver, Nate Burleson, saying 22, 23 sacks. If they have that many sacks, it will be a fun fall at First Energy Stadium for Browns fans.
Definitely. And I would say this, between those two, Myles, he was really on track, early on in the season. He was causing a lot of those forced fumbles. He was getting to the quarterback. And then once he got COVID, after that, it didn't really seem like he was quite the same. He was still Myles Garrett. He's still extremely disruptive. But, he was on such a tear early on in that season. I'm looking forward to see what he's able to bring. And because, like he mentioned too, Jadeveon Clowney, if he's able to be motivated, if he stays on the field, we saw what Olivier Vernon was able to do, with Myles Garrett on the field and off the field. I think if Jadeveon Clowney is able to stick on the field this year, these two, they can get up there around that 25 sack number. I really think that's feasible, because I can see Myles getting upward of 15 or 16 sacks, to the point where, honestly, I think he's pushing towards that 20 sack mark. I think with the way that he was able to succeed this past year, especially adding in the extra game. So I think that Myles Garrett can push towards that. And I think because of that, you're going to have, Jadeveon Clowney in those mismatches, maybe against one of the weaker tackles on the other side. I think all of a sudden now, he could be right. That could be the best pass rush duo in the NFL.